Hey everybody, first off let me thank you for clicking on this video and taking a little bit of time out of your days to spend some time with me. I've been working on these video projects. Well, let me take that back. I've been thinking about these video projects for months. I get these ideas running around in my head, and things that I want to do, things that I believe can help some other people, make some impact in the world, and and I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking about it, but I haven't really been doing anything with those thoughts. So, I'm trying to kick this thing into overdrive, man. So, welcome to Addiction Activist, man. Messages of hope, influence hope, inspire change, all that stuff. It's a lot of good things, what kind of prompted me to get in front of the camera tonight and reach out to all of you was I was at one of those gatherings that some people we go to on a consistent, regular basis. You know what I mean? And this young lady approached me and she mentioned, hey, I really like what you're doing with that stuff. Where you make those videos and you're just kind of talking with people, and it kind of took me back a moment, because I was like, that was because, truth be told, my head tells me that it doesn't make a difference. My head tells me, no one listens. My head tells me no one cares. My head tells me all this crazy stuff that was just confirmed is not true. And it kind of inspired me to kind of pick this thing back up again and start doing a little bit of something with this video camera and reaching out to all of you. So I guess what my topic for tonight is going to be, I think what I'm going to key in on tonight, I think I'm going to talk about that word complacency. It happens for all of us. People in long-term recovery, people that aren't in recovery, people that are new to recovery. We get complacent. And I kind of look at it like this. I guess for me, I get desensitized to the miracle that my life is today. And when I get those moments like I experienced the other night, and someone comes up to me and says, that's some powerful stuff that you do, it reminds me once again, how much impact I have the potential to bring into the world, and just by the life that I live, outside of any of this stuff, it's just a miracle. But you get busy. I get busy in my day-to-day life. I get busy with work. I'm really happy and comfortable in my little bubble, with my wife and my new puppies and all that stuff. And it's so much more than that for me. It's so much more. I want to do so much more. I want to have an opportunity to create so much more. I want to share so much more with other people. But I get complacent. And I stop realizing, how miraculous the life that I have is today, and I just, it's one day after another, it's the same thing, though it's different, but I lose focus and I lose track on the opportunities that I have to influence change in other people's lives, to inspire hope in people. Sometimes, the hand that I reach out is the only hope anyone's ever going to see. So I have to remember that I have an obligation. I was plucked out of the darkness and planted on solid ground and given a chance to do something different with my life. And if you're taking the time to watch this video, or you're struggling in some place or some area of your life, just remember, you're breathing. You're alive. There's hope. It's not over. No matter how bad it may be, no matter how good it may be. There's hope today. There's hope for tomorrow. We just keep moving, and I don't want to be complacent. I have this burning desire within my soul to make an impact in the world, a positive influence, and it wasn't always like that. My life was a mess for quite some time, and it's only by grace that today that I get to live the life that I have, and I can't take that for granted. Complacency is the enemy. You know, when I start kicking back and thinking I got this thing, and you know, I'm headed for trouble, and I can't afford to go to those places. So thank you, Desiree, for reminding me that I have a mission. You know, and my mission is to spread hope. You know what I mean, and to be the light in someone's darkness. You know, and I'm really grateful for that. You know, so through that and with that, you know, I'm kind of going to kickstart this video thing up again. You know, start putting some more content out there. You know, for me, I just don't want to put out content. I want to put out something with meaning. You know, so you know, I'm going to make a commitment to you, my followers. You know, at least one video a week in my Messages of Hope series. You know, and I hope you will hold me accountable to that. You know, so if you don't see something on the feed, or you don't get any messages, or you don't see any activity out there in the addiction activist place, you know, call me out on that. Shoot me a message. Do something to hold me accountable, because I need that. You know what I mean? I need to be held accountable, because I fall short. I'm fallible. You know. But to get back onto the topic of complacency, you know, it is the enemy. You know, it is the enemy. And I mentioned that you know, we can get real. I can get real comfortable in this thing, and I need people in my life that will call me out on that stuff. You know, so you know, find some people that you can communicate with. Find some people that you kind of mesh with, that you bond with, that you kind of gel with, and let them know what's going on in your life. You know. Because none of us do this alone. You know, we all need help from time to time. I know I do, and I'm sure that, you know, many of you have felt the same way at different times. So, you know, recovery, you don't get recovery by osmosis. You know, it's an action program. It's an action deal. You know, I got to put some work in. I got to reach out my hand to the next person that may be suffering. I got to offer some inspiration to someone that's going through a tough time. You know, I got to do those things, because if I don't, I start thinking crazy stuff like I don't need to do that. You know, I don't need to go to one of those gatherings, one of those meetings. You know, I don't need to call my sponsor or reach out to my mentors. I don't. You know. And for me, that's a dangerous place to be, man. So remember, complacency can come, you know, when things are really good. You know, we get caught up. I know I get caught up in my life. And like I said earlier, you know, desensitized to the miracle, what my life is today. And I don't want to lose sight of that, man. I don't want to lose focus on how far I've come. And I don't want to lose sight of where I came from, you know. So I'm asking you, you know, if you don't hear from me from a while on this page, you don't see any content, you know, shoot me a message and tell me, hey, John, what's up with that, man? I thought you said, you know, one video a week at least. You know, I'd appreciate that, you know, because it matters to me, and my recovery matters to me, and being hope for somebody else matters to me, you know. So it's a process, you know. It's a process, and like I said, I don't just want to put content on. I want to put some content out with meaning, and complacency is it's a deadly enemy to my recovery. So here I am, you know, checking in with all of you, you know, hoping we can start a conversation. You know, what's complacency mean to you? You know, how has complacency affected you in your journey of recovery? You know, let's start a conversation. Let's talk about that. Let's, you know, send a message, make a comment. You know, I'm really interested in what complacency means to you and how it's affected you, and how you've combated it in your journey. You know, that's what this is all about, you know, reaching out to people and sharing our experience, strength, and hope. And, you know, the beautiful thing is we got this internet thing, and we got this social media thing, and we get a chance to really do that with each other and with people we don't even know, and have a chance to really impact someone else's life in a positive way. So, you know, if you're watching, once again, thanks for taking the time to click this video. Thanks for chiming in. You know, I really look forward to hearing from you. So comment on the video, share the video, spread the message of hope. And remember, with passion, purpose, and perseverance, we can make a difference. Thanks for tuning in, man. I'll see you next time.